Hello and welcome to We Poets. My name is Sally Baker and I'm the host of We Poets. We Poets is a poetry show for boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 13 years old. So if you like to write poetry and you would like to be on our program, please have your parents or your school teachers call me at the number which appears on the screen. I'm always looking for new poets to come each week and read their poetry. Today we have two special guests who are going to talk about martial arts, and they have brought some of their students. They have brought students who are beginners, students who are in intermediate, and students who are advanced. So we know that you're going to enjoy this program. Also, we're always looking for teenagers to come and be crew members and receive high school credit and produce our weekly show for us. We produce 50 shows a year, so we're always looking for dependable teenagers. Also, we're always looking for guests, adult guests to come and tell boys and girls and teenagers something about his or her job that they can pursue when they graduate from high school or college. And we're always looking for sponsors. Because We Poets is a nonprofit organization, we need contributions from the community to bring you a new show each year. And last but not least, we need viewers. If we don't have viewers, then nobody can watch our show. So we need all these people working together. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to my two important guests today, and they're going to tell you a little bit about their job. And perhaps some of you young people or adults watching our program would like to pursue a career which they have. So on my near left is Mr. Sensei, I hope I pronounced that right, Sharifi.
Yes, that's right.
Who is the master. And on my far left is Dawood Badrakani. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yes.
And they're with the Karate Institute in Richmond, and they're going to tell you all about this wonderful work. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
Fine,
Pretty good.
Sally.
Good. Why don't we start with our master here, and why don't you tell me, and the boys and girls, what does a master mean?
Master means someone that masters some of the techniques in karate. And of course, the master needs to practice as the other students do too, in order to remain a master. So that's what actually means. Someone that is have the confidence in the techniques and knows the different key points to techniques of karate do.
Mm-hmm. And how many years have you been a master?
I've been practicing karate for about 32 years right now, and I started 1964 in Louisiana, and started teaching 1967 at LSU, that's the Louisiana State Karate Club. Then since then I've been teaching all over the world, and right now in Bay Area. Been serving this community for about 13 years now.
Wonderful. And do you prefer to train children or adults?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yes. My interest in children is because children are the treasures of future, and we try to develop these treasures and give them lots of opportunity and good training for the future generation.
Yes. Okay. Now, Dawood, we're going to hear from you. Why don't you tell us about your background, please?
Well, I have been practicing karate for the past 20 years. For the past 8 years of it, I have had the opportunity to practice in Shotokan Karate Institute with Sensei Sharifi. And I'm very fortunate because as far as I know, Sensei Sharifi is the living legend of Shotokan Karate at this time. And we are all the students, we are very happy that we're working with Sensei Sharifi.
Mm-hmm. How does it help the body and mind to develop?
Well, I think this is a question Sensei Sharifi can answer much better than he is the master, and I'll ask him to do that for us.
Okay.
Through hard practice, you learn to focus your mind and actually get one-pointed mind. That's what's very important for the children, that would develop their concentration, and therefore they would have better grading at the school. Usually the children that have been training with me, their school reports has been improved over the time.
Is that good? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how do you recruit the students? Who wants to answer that?
Yes, you want to.
Well, basically, what we do, we do not have any outside source of advertising. So what we do, the students, this is basically the word of mouth. And then programs like this one has introduced us in the past to the children in the Bay Area. And what we do, we just distribute flyers of the Shotokan karate to advertise for our karate club.
Mm-hmm. Good. And where are some of the places that you perform?
Well, we have been performing in different high schools in Bay Area, and the main performing is just at the dojo, the practice hall that we call it dojo, and or sometimes we gave demonstrations on like Solano Stroll and Lake Merritt, festival and all that.
Good, that sounds good. Now, how about awards that you might have received? I'm sure your students have gotten many awards, right?
Yes.
Could you tell us about that?
Yes, most of our students have been, attending different tournaments in different times in different cities, like San Jose and Reno, Nevada, and Oregon, and Southern California. And they have won many trophies that they took the first place, second, and third, and some trophies for the best athletes of those tournaments were, awarded to our students.
Good, good. Now, Dawood, do you hold international seminars?
Well, actually, Sensei Sharifi holds international seminars, and Sensei Sharifi does it all the time. Actually, the most recent ones been done in Germany, and also in Dubai, in Switzerland, and all over the United States, in different states.
Mm-hmm. And do you take children with you to perform, or you just go alone?
For these seminars, they need the masters because I teach their own masters and their coaches, training their coaches of different countries for their own schools and, their federation and all that, in order to bring the standard of karate almost the same all over the world, the same teaching.
Good. Now, do you have female instructors?
Oh, in our dojo, yes, and in all over the world there are some good female instructors in our style. In our dojo at the Shotokan Karate Institute, we have 2 brown belt female instructors that would assist me in teaching the children class. And they've been very sincere, very hardworking, and they've done a good job assisting me.
Wonderful. Would you like to add anything to that, Dawood?
Well, yes, actually, what I want to say is that everybody has to know Sensei Sharifi has got about 500 black belt students all over the world, and in general, almost about 10,000 students. Sensei, am I correct?
Yes, starting international active, students in Shotokan. When I started it, started with 1 student. Now it's about 10,000 that they are just actively practicing.
Oh, now how do you keep in contact with these young people? I'm sure you've seen them grow up from children to adults.
Yes, sometimes when they come to United States, they visit me, and sometimes through writing letters, and they show their appreciation, and sometimes I don't even remember their
Yes,
names.
I'm that way too.
There's so many of them.
So many of them. Yes, yes. Let's see, Dawood. How can people get in touch with you for the dojo to find out more?
Sure. Actually, they always can contact VPoets for that. And also, we are on internet. We had a web page on that. The address is www.shotokan.com. That's the easiest way to get in touch with the Shotokan Karate Institute.
Good, good. Now, is there anything else you gentlemen would like to tell us before we bring on the young people and see them perform?
Sensei?
Well, I just want to thank you for all this interview and all that. And I hope that we will be doing this again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.